What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mac channel where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with my very own virtual private practice, along with my husband who is a maintenance supervisor. Together we have a combined income of about $130,000. I also work one additional job as an overnight triage counselor and one PRN job as a PRN crisis counselor, and that income solely goes towards debt savings and investing. We have a combined income from our base salary and the additional incomes from the other jobs of about $250,000. We started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,000 with $305,884 worth of debt and a base salary of about $120,000 combined. And our goal is to have this debt completely paid off and eliminated by October 31st, 2026, to then start to build wealth, retire, build wealth, and become work optional by the age of 50, which is in 8 years for my husband. We are documenting and sharing our journey with you guys here in the form of monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, net worth updates. And because I am an entrepreneur, I do try to share the income that I was able to earn in my private practice at the end of every month. If that sounds like something that you are interested in following, that sounds like a journey that you are interested in following, then make sure that you have hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss an upload. I do try to upload twice a week, every Sunday and Wednesday, and I would hate for you to miss any of our content. Today, I am recording February's monthly budget. Without any delay, let's get right into it. First of all, what we have on the screen is my budgeting template. It is available for purchase, and the link to my stand store is listed in the description box below. The template does come with 5 tabs: the start tab, the diary where you track your expenses, a monthly calendar, a savings tab, a budget tab, and then there is the the diary overview and the debt dashboard. What I have started to do, first of all, is I like to go in and list all of our important dates for the month, for the current month, and our current my or our well, I was gonna say mine, but our current financial goal. So here you'll see that I have duplicated and M1 Finance is automated. So I do go in and do those two manually, as well as take out the cash to put in the cash envelope that I have for our house project fund, as well as our date night. So once the monthly tab, the monthly view has been completed, then I translate all of that information over to the budget, and you would do the same thing. You would go in, duplicate the tab, and then move it over and name it according to, your pay period. So this may be February paycheck 1 or February paycheck 2 or February week 1 or however. So this budget is from February the 1st to February the 28th. Then I go in and plan all of our income. The income for this month is planned at $14,049. The savings for this month is planned at $1,088.15. And these are the monthly allotments based on the Start tab, where I entered our savings goals. So just to do a quick reflection back, we had a goal for 2025 to save. The goal is to have $34,040 saved automatically. When we entered the current balances of the savings accounts, we had already saved $18,939.97. And with the remaining balance, that breaks down a monthly savings of $1,972.73. Now, once you minus the $660, because we have met this goal, and you see that you may be able to see, no, it's actually not. But this goal has been met. So once we deduct that from the $1,972.73, it should equal what we are actually saving for the month. It should equal our savings goal for the month. So just to review our savings goals, well, we didn't quite review the income. So the income breaks down to $950 planned for each week for my husband, $1,104.75 planned for each week for me from my private practice. My private practice does pay me a salary. We are registered as an S corporation, so I do receive a salary from my business. $2,000 per pay period from my overnight triage counselor position, about $400 from my PRN job, and that is paid out twice a month as well. $1,000 in rental income. We do have the investment property re-rented, and we did increase the rent to $1,000 for a 3-bedroom. And my goal is to sell at least two budgeting templates per month. And at $14.99, that does total $30. And I did meet my goal for January, so yay there. Now we'll review savings. Savings, we are saving $272.73 for the month into our house project fund. And the goal for the year is to save $3,000. $136.36 towards my son's college fund, and the annual goal is $1,500. $259.06 for the month for Christmas 2025, and the goal is to have $3,000. $200, which is $50 per week into my high yield savings account, and this in addition to what is transferred from my overnight job, which is 10% of the income. I would love to get my savings account, my high yield savings account, up to $22,000, I believe. $200 is just what we continue to save for my husband. I don't know what his savings goal, his personal savings goal is, for him. And then $20 per week, $20 per month for M1 Finance, and the goal is to save $250 into that investment account. So again, that brings our monthly savings to $1,088.15. We go over to our bills. Our bills are planned for February at $2,483.31. And that is with our monthly mortgage payment of $1,332, our life insurance at $133.26, Apple storage at $9.99, my husband's cell phone bill at $58, my son's instrument at $46.63, Planet Fitness, which I do utilize. I go to the gym 5 days a week, is $25.05. Foremost, which is the home insurance for our investment property, is $121.68. Our electric bill continues to be on budget billing at $330. Our auto insurance is $410.16, and then Netflix is $16.54. And that will increase, I believe, starting February. So again, that brings our planned income to our planned bills to $2,483.31. We go over to expenses, and expenses are pretty expensive. Planned at $3,120. That is with $600 in groceries for the month of February, which breaks down to, I believe, $150 per week for a family of 4. $500 for gas, and that is just between 2 vehicles, 2 of our primary vehicles. Mine is a Honda Pilot, and my husband drives a Honda Civic. Beauty maintenance at $150 for the month. That includes 2 lash fields at $80. So that's not right. Because that alone is $600. $120. So I would say that I'm gonna put my beauty maintenance for the month of February at $250, and that is because I do have a hair appointment coming up on the 7th. I do have a speaking engagement on the 11th, and I'm planning on getting my nails done, but I might just throw in some press-ons and go on about my business. My son, I'm sure, will need to get his hair retwisted in the month of February. Toiletries, which include things like deodorant, lotion, chapsticks, toothpaste, things like that. We budget at $100 per month for a family of 4. Household includes things like toilet tissue, paper towels, dish detergent, laundry detergent, things like that. We budget at $200 per month. Fast food, we budget $200 per month. Date nights, we have 2 more weeks in the month of February before we have our actual date weekend, and we are saving $75 per week to fully fund the date weekend. We are giving ourselves $150 for the month in spend money. We get $50 for 2 weeks and then $25 for 2 weeks. So that's for him and I. $80, that's not right. This should be $360 in miscellaneous per week. And then tithe, we plan to tithe at least $300. Car parts are $200. My son's allowance is $40 for the month. And then because Valentine's Day is coming up in February, we have budgeted $250 for Valentine's Day. That brings our actual expenses to $3,500 for the month of February. We move over to debt balances, and this is just the debt minimums that we plan to pay. The debt minimums, and we are missing Amazon Chase. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the minimum payment for Amazon Chase is $50, but we do try to pay the statement balance. And if you watch one of my videos in January, you know that I am getting ready to cut out. I really want to cut out the continued use of credit cards because it is getting out of hand. But the balances, the statement balances, and most of the minimum payments from cards that do not have a balance totals $4,419.50. $43.60 on the Carnival Barclays card that does not have a balance and will be closing out soon. $40 on Amazon American Express, again, 0 balance. $124.48 is on my husband's Platinum American Express, and that was actually a date night. We'll go ahead and pay that. It's due on the 11th, I believe. But if we have any money remaining from our date weekend, we'll pay that. $937 on my Platinum American Express, and this was a mistake. It was a business expense, and I should have put it on my Business American Express, but I made a mistake. But I am going to go ahead and pay this out of my personal funds just because it gets real messy when you pay business expenses out of personal funds and vice versa. $25 on the Capital One card, and that has a 0 balance. Ulta also has a 0 balance. The minimum payment was $30. State Employees Credit Union also has a 0 balance. The minimum payment was $50. My Hilton American Express currently has a balance of $572.68. I'm not going to pay that. The actual balance, statement balance that needs to be paid is $105.12. So that is what will be getting paid in the month of February. My husband, his Hilton American Express also has a 0 balance, but the minimum payment is $40. Sam's Club, that account has decreased because we did make a payment. So I'm going to pause this and see what that balance is. The balance, the minimum payment was $29. My PayPal for the month of February, I have to pay $162.49. My husband's PayPal balance, I don't know what it is, but his minimum payment is $45. Citi Card has a 0 balance, and the last minimum payment was $50.60. Delta American Express has a zero balance and the minimum payment was $40. State Employees Credit Union car, which is the Honda Pilot that we refinanced from Honda, whatever it was, Honda Financial Services. The payment when it was with Honda Financial Services was $1,000.78. And I want to make sure I'm incorporating that in our budget because we need to be at least paying that, even though now the payment is $739 with the credit union. The HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, is $350 and we do pay that. All of my student loans, these are the minimum payments. My student loans, the payment right now is $0. And we do allocate the $322 minimum payment to a debt, which most of the time is my car. Amazon, I don't put the mortgage over here. It's listed over here because it's listed over in the Start tab as a debt, but it's listed over here as a bill. Amazon Chase is $50, the minimum payment. I don't know. They haven't sent the statement, so I don't know what the minimum payment is. But once I get that, I will be updating that and making sure to pay that. And then Home Depot is $50. And despite what the minimum payment is, despite what the balance is, that is on 0% interest. So we will continue to pay it down until that lasts maybe 2 months, and then we'll tackle that or zero that out to avoid any interest accrual. So this brings our actual debt payments for the month of February to $4,020.94. Again, the financial goal for this month is to get my car under $24,000. The goal for January was to be able to apply $5,000 to the principal. I do feel like that is pretty lofty, especially if you look at our budget. You see that we only have $2,956.60 left to budget. Ideally, all of that would go towards the car. So right now the car is sitting at $28,000. So to get that to 24, that is, I would really have to hustle up, which I do plan on doing. I have planned out some overnight shifts or overtime shifts that I'm planning to pick up to help me to meet that goal. Also, my husband typically does get an income tax refund. I may also get an income tax refund, but it probably won't be in February. And so we should absolutely be able to knock out some more of these debts or knock down my car payment at least to the $24,000. So that is it for the monthly budget. I am excited to be able to have gotten it up before I actually started documenting in it. So that is exciting. That is it. What are your financial goals for February? How much debt are you hoping to eliminate, if at all? Or are you just trying to maintain? Hey, I understand that as well. If you are new to budgeting and you are feeling overwhelmed by it, I do have a free budgeting guide in my Stan Store. And if you feel like you already pretty much know how to tackle budgeting, but you're looking for something that is more organized and easily accessible, then I do encourage you to check out the budgeting template. It is available for download in my Stan Store. The link is in the description box below. It is priced at $14.99, but it does include all of those tabs that can be customized according to you and your needs. So if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you're not following me over on Instagram or TikTok, please consider following me there. Although I do upload some of the shorts, upload some of my TikTok videos to the shorts here, you do get a back-to-back, more of a daily dose of what the behind the scenes of the Sharia Mack family looks like over there. That is it for today's video. I really appreciate you for watching thus far. If you are still watching, throw some hearts down in the comment section. If you have any questions about how I'm budgeting, what I'm budgeting, or why, do not hesitate to ask. I just ask that you remain kind and non-judgmental in the comment section below. I'm very open and honest about why I'm budgeting, how I'm budgeting, or whatever, because the goal is to eliminate the stigma of having such high debt amounts. Thank you so very much for watching. If you know anyone else who's on a debt-free journey who can be informed and or inspired by following my journey, please make sure to share this channel with them and invite them along to the community. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.